The AGOA trade deal should include more small business enterprises, and this is the view coming from President Cyril Ramaphosa. The agreement, founded back in 2000, allows exporters from over 30 eligible African countries duty-free and quota-free access to the lucrative U.S. market. Now, the sub-Saharan region exports about 2,000 goods to the U.S., which encourages foreign direct investment. But after this week's forum, discussions continue on the extension of the trade deal. Let's further unpack that now with Dr. Frank Asante, the Managing Director of the Golden Tree Cocoa Processing Company Limited, all the way from Ghana, joining me live in studio. And thank you so much for your time. Good morning.
Good morning, Tumelo.
It's good to have you. And I just wonder, because yesterday was the closing and final day of the AGOA Summit, how would you say it went for you?
I mean, for us, we'll say it has been a very good platform for our company, and I believe for all other companies that participated. Before that, let me say good morning to your viewers.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's talk about the significance of AGOA, I think, as a starting point for you, as you know, a company, an organization emanating and coming from Ghana. How important was it for you to participate?
Yeah, I mean, for us, it's been very good, and it was very important that we participate because, you know, our company was commissioned in 1965 by the first president of Ghana, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. And his vision was to bring the healthful benefits of cocoa not only to Ghana, Africa, and the rest of the world. I mean, and you know, it's all about the markets. And Golden Tree, our brand, is very strong in Ghana and West Africa, but definitely we have to take advantage of the bigger market. And for us, this is a very good opportunity to take advantage of.
Yeah, and in terms of, you know, either networking, having these discussions, which I'm sure they will continue beyond AGOA due to your participation, I mean, what's the significance of making sure that these platforms are maximized in as far as your organization is concerned?
Good. So for us, we have a huge capacity.
Yeah.
Like I said, you know, Ghana produces the best cocoa. We're doing about 800,000 metric tons of cocoa. And it is not the cocoa that brings the business and the benefits to our citizenry. Definitely, we have to process and add value, and then we'll be able to take advantage of the over $100 billion worth of this business. Fine. So this AGOA platform, this market for us is very significant because to be able to bring the benefits to our people, we have to be part of this bigger market.
And also understand there are health benefits that are associated with cocoa, right? Take us through what's so special about cocoa and its health benefits.
All right. So cocoa has some few ingredients that are very, very helpful for our human nutrition. You can talk about the magnesium. I will not want to stray too much into the doctor's area, but I guess we cannot get online.
Yeah.
And we all know the benefits of magnesium to the body. Again, cocoa also has a significant amount of fiber. The fiber in cocoa is also very good for our body. But what I would say brings the excitement is what we call the polyphenols, the flavonoids.
Right.
And these are more of antioxidants that are very, very useful for the chemistry of the body. And these are the three main things that cocoa brings to the human nutrition. And I would say if you read a lot about it, you'll be excited about what you find.
Absolutely. And I know that Golden Tree, I mean, you know, as an organization and company, you're big on that information as well being imparted alongside your products. But I also want to talk about your collaboration with Trade Bricks. What's that all about?
Good. So product is one thing, but the product has to get to the consumer. Right. And we've been looking for an opportunity to go outside the conventional markets that we have. So we have identified this group, Trade Bricks, that is an e-commerce platform originating from South Africa. And we're having this collaboration with them where all our products, the Golden Tree brand and then the Potem brand. Let me say the Potem brand is about our semi-finished cocoa products, cocoa butter, cocoa cake, cocoa powder, cocoa liquor.
Right.
Where I know a lot more of the chocolate industries in South Africa will find very useful. Remember, Ghana produces the best cocoa. Then also the Golden Tree brand. The Golden Tree brand, we are into bar chocolates, we are into drinking chocolate powder, the bread spread, and chocolate draggies. So with this e-commerce platform, we can engage with consumers and also suppliers for some of the major ingredients and packaging materials that we need for our industry. We know cocoa processing, we cannot take this business to the world on our own. We need some collaboration. And we find South Africa having become, we know South Africa to be a very developed chocolate industry. They have a very developed chocolate industry, so we know that it's good to be here, so we're able to partner the big guys in the industry to make the needed change in the industry for us.
Right. When we saw AGOA these past couple of days, it seemed like we couldn't have the conversation without the Africa Continental Free Trade Area. Let's talk about its significance as well in making sure that, African companies and African core organizations are also equally to trade amongst themselves. You being a company from Ghana in South Africa to obviously do, business and trade in the country, but also maximizing on AGOA. How does the Africa Continental Free Trade Area also assist in the continent?
That is also a very, very good opportunity. And I'm sure you all know that Ghana is hosting the headquarters of AFCFTA. Right. And then we're also very good to have your own national being the Secretary General.
Yeah.
So it's all about getting into the African market. Because like I said, the vision of our first president was to make sure that Africans enjoy the benefits of cocoa. We know AFCFTA area is a huge market. And it is not as simple as you are an African company and therefore you have to be taking advantage of the market. You should be able to show that you have a lot more of your ingredients and your activities, raw materials, packaging materials coming from the African continent. And that definitely means that you need some collaboration. And it's also one of the reasons why CPC is excited to be able to participate in this AGOA conference for more collaboration and to have more relationships with people who can help us meet all the requirements of this market area.
And I know there was also the Africa exhibition out at AGOA. It makes me wonder if there were ample opportunity to say to African organizations, there's no need to, only rely on, organizations or products and services outside, the continent. There's also ample opportunity to collaborate within the continent. Did you see that for yourself?
Lots of, for example, it comes to macadamia, we saw some companies in Africa exhibiting.
Wow.
Packaging materials, chocolate, foil, very, very important in the industry. We also made some contact with manufacturers of aluminum foil. Then milk and sugar. You can't go far with chocolate confectionery if you don't bring in these ingredients. And we have made some interesting contacts for milk and sugar. We hope to follow up a few more days here before we go.
Yeah, absolutely. What would be your advice to African companies, small business as well? Because President Cyril Ramaphosa was sure to emphasize that small businesses need to take advantage of a platform such as AGOA. What would be your advice using, of course, a platform like AGOA moving forward, those networks you took on at AGOA moving forward in terms of promoting African products? Because I think here the opportunities for Africa to leverage on promoting itself as a made in Africa product, right?
Yeah. I think that it is good that we have this understanding that we cannot do it alone.
Right.
And if we need collaboration, we can find them right here. The market is here. The raw materials, ingredients are here. We can speak our language better. If we get it right here, we are the same people who will be able to push these products when they get outside Africa. So I would say, let's do everything that we can to look for some collaboration on this continent. It helps us.
Yeah.
It creates jobs. It gets what the full benefits of our activities we'll be looking for to our communities. For example, in Ghana, we talk about the cocoa industry. You are looking at about 1 million households that directly depend on cocoa. But we don't process much. Many of our, the raw material is sent abroad to create jobs.
Right.
For companies that process them to semi-finish. If we're able to do this here, we can talk about everything, the technology, the packaging materials, the energy, the skills, the personnel, all will be found here and we'll get the full benefits here.
Yeah.
Now, I will say that we should go for it. Let's collaborate. Let's do it together.
Right.
And whilst we promote our brands, we'll definitely get everybody everywhere to also enjoy our products.
But also, Dr. Asante, my understanding is that when it comes to, the cocoa farming, also in Ghana, it's not only beneficial to the farmers or to the industry as a whole. Even children get to benefit through funding, through educating them and making sure that there is skills development that is moved forward by cocoa itself.
Yes. Yeah, cocoa is a huge, or has been a huge game changer in a lot of things in Ghana. When it comes to education, I have, for example, benefited of the Ghana Cocoa Board Scholarship. Many of us whose parents, relations were into cocoa farming had this opportunity to benefit from the Cocoa Board Scholarship. Cocoa Board is also into roads that connect rural communities to urban centers. Cocoa Board has also been into factories. I mean, remember, we are into all the agrochemicals. We are also into all the seed development. We are also into research. That's the cocoa industry. It's employing huge and many, many people. Then also, when it comes to education, my company, Cocoa Processing Companies, together with the government of Ghana, is getting our powder to almost every second cycle school in Ghana to have some cocoa beverage twice in a week. That is huge.
Yeah.
Because of all the benefits that cocoa brings. Like I said, I talk about the polyphenols, the fiber, and the magnesium. Yeah. And when you have this in the diet of this young one, you are sure to get them to perform better when it comes to the academic work.
Well, I appreciate you coming on to studio and talking to me about your experience not only at AGOA, but the work that you're doing as the Cocoa Processing Company Limited. And I wish you all the best, of course, as you continue to make Africa proud for all our made in Africa products. Thank you so much, Dr. Frank Asante.
Thank you very much. Let me say that we have won many, many awards. If you look on our packaging, you'll find out that Golden Tree is a very good brand. Very, very well known in West Africa. We're hoping that collaboration with businesses in South Africa, we can spread to the whole of Africa and beyond using the AGOA platform. Thank you very much, Tumelo, for this opportunity.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you so much. That's, of course, Dr. Frank Asante, the Managing Director of the Golden Tree Cocoa Processing Company Limited in Ghana, talking to us about his experience, of course, in AGOA. We know it ended yesterday. So much has come, even with President Cyril Ramaphosa saying the beneficiaries of AGOA need to, of course, feel the tangible impact of the platform, and further encouraging African countries to do business with each other as they would with the United States.